What I tell people all the time, I am not a red pill content creator. If you're looking for red pill content, go somewhere else. What I am is I'm just give you objective truth from a masculine perspective. If that's red pill, because red pill is just really a metaphor for the truth. And if it ain't true, it ain't really red pill. But the problem with the red pill space is it's gotten infested with these dating coaches and these gurus about talking about high value man, this, alpha that. It's bullshit. Half of these dudes, couldn't measure up to a pimple on a regular, hardworking, blue collar man's ass in terms of masculinity and manhood. This is all sales, sales, sales. Because at the end of the day, what matters to men is outcome. And if you ain't getting the outcome you want, you're failing at the end of the day. That's why I don't use those terms, alpha and high value. The question is this: what are you trying to achieve? When I talk about men leveling up financially, it's about financial freedom, living the best life you can live. When I talk about men leveling up with their health, it's so when you're my age, 51 years old, you're not taking any medication, you can actually get an erection without taking that nasty shit over the counter, which is the worst thing they ever created for men. ED medicine is just a freaking opiate or a mask for your obesity and your blood pressure problems. Why don't you just take care of the problems that cause the ED in the first place, which is diet, exercise, and even trying to eat healthy and take care of yourself and reducing stress and cortisol. Improve the overall quality of your life, and you will get rid of, that's the virus. Treat the virus. That's the symptoms. The worst thing ever created. It's like that Ozempic for women. That Ozempic for women, that trash you take. You're lazy, you don't want to work out. Come on, man. Or you don't want to do it the hard way. The thing about the hard way is it builds character. But anyhow, I digress from that conversation. This conversation, because all the conversations become about is get more money, get more women, get more money, get more women. Let me tell you something. These women, these modern women, will sleep with who arouses them. Period. Look at big old girl Rick Ross. You'll be getting Rick Ross got all that money. You see the chick just gave him I call it the Rick Ross, where she turned her chin like that. He tries to kiss her because deep down inside she sleeps with him, she has sex with him, but she's disgusted by him. She still will sleep with him. So really, it's just prostitution at the end of the day. If you're getting women based purely on money, it's prostitution. Because at the end of the day, even like a situation with my brother Steph Curry, where this woman wants to go out here and explore all this stuff, but they're not roused by a certain type of guys. Everybody has their type. And even when these women get, these modern women, when they will say and do it. So if you're talking about a long-term relationship, yes, you require a certain level of financial freedom, gives you more options in terms of maintaining a household, and women behave better in their comforts. But if you're talking about just having sex with women, that's purely on an animalistic level. Arousal, sexual attraction, guys being in shape, guys being attractive to the woman, the woman being attractive to the guy's masculinity, manhood, who he is. Maybe the guy has something about him. Everybody's attraction is a very complicated thing. Nobody really truly understands what looks good to one woman, looks terrible to the other woman. Someone might say that guy looks good, some of the women, that guy looks like trash. You can't figure these broads out, period. There's certain things that are definitely, if being in shape as a man or taking care of your body as a man will make you more attractive to women. That is a fact of life. Having good confidence and self-esteem will make you attractive to women. Being indifferent, which is basically another word for being unapologetically masculine, will make you attractive to women. But this box that they put everything into, just get more money, get more women, get more money, get more women. You can just be a money having person and a goofy. Period. And these women, especially these modern women, at the end of the day, they like who they like. Maybe you with a woman that is, like the hybristophobia, but whatever the hell she is attracted to, dudes that be in the jail, tatted dudes, athletes, whatever the hell she's attracted to. Anyhow, that's not your problem. I always say, stick with your dating and relationship DNA. That means what the best version of you can attract. If you are squared away like a dude like me who speaks articulate, you haven't seen me drop the N-bomb once in my conversation. I don't believe in calling black people the words of racist oppressors or whatever the hell. I'm not calling you no N-word. I don't care what context is used, and I ain't calling you that. I'll say my brother. I may even say ninja, but I ain't using that N-bomb because most people use that shit just as to say, well, I'm just connecting with the culture. You know what I mean? That's what we use in the culture to be cool and all that other shit. Nah, that's some racist oppressor crap. And don't get mad when you over there way in some Southeast Asian place and some Asian dude or some other place and they call you a ninja and you get offended. You call yourself that filthy, nasty word. Anyhow, moving on. I digress from that too. The reality of it is this, okay? Attraction. There's certain cues and things that are objective. Then there's things that are subjective. Every woman is different. Every situation is different. But one thing for certain, when you're dealing with today's modern women, they're a strange breed. They'll make decisions. Because, man, most of them are liberal-minded. Most of them are feminists. They have this free-spirited, free mindset. So by the time you get to them anyhow, they've slept with a whole bunch of men. Broke men. Men that aroused them. Men on the basketball team. I remember even when I was in college. Shoot. Sometimes on the weekends, I was like, man, let me get some money together to get some Chinese food. I had like 20, 30 bucks to my name. Still was able to sleep with women. My brokest moments when I graduated college. Shoot. High school sometimes. Broke. No money. Didn't have these problems. So I understand for the purpose of long-term relationship, marriage, long-term relationship, you want to have your money together to run a household, to put your kids in the best position to be successful as a man. But this idea of this high-value man toilet paper crap, and you have to walk around dressed with suit and tie like Kevin Samuels, bullshit. Man, you can pick up women wearing shit like this. As long as you squared away, you're about your masculinity. Who like you gonna like you? Period. Who like you gonna like you? And they're gonna like a version of you that's pure and natural. Period. And a lot of guys think they have to do all this change up and whatever else to be talking to women. No. You talk to women the same way you just talk, you just, what are you? I mean, these guys are selling garbage. I like Patrice O'Neal. Again. And I like any one of these guys in dating relationships that talk about self-esteem and how you feel about yourself and your own self-development. Any type of content creator that's telling you that, money, and going after women who don't have this natural arousal and drive for you is a pathway to success, unless you're just tricking off. You're like, okay, I understand this woman is a 304, and I just gotta scratch my itch, and I'm gonna sacrifice this $200-$300 or $100 or $200 or $300 to scratch that itch and move on about your life like Uncle Earl. Go ahead and do it if that's what you want to do. I ain't judging you. I ain't no spiritual crusader. If that's what you're gonna do, that's on you, brother. I ain't judging you, because most of these women out here in the dating relationship market anyhow are listening to that sprinkle advice, and they're into that prostitution. Purely prostitution, especially these old ass women. That's why I made that video about, I understand Bill Belichick. You get an old ass gold digger like Lisa Ray, or get something fresh and new that's a new gold digger. No, at least you won't have to use no Viagra with the young one. The old one gonna cost you more because she got real problem, real debt. Her roof is about to cave in. And her car about to be repossessed because she's making a $1,500 car payment. So she's looking for a sucker simp. And these ones that rebrand themselves in the church, trying to sell that pre-owned, old, menopausal box at brand new MSRP prices. And they want you to be a provider, man. That's why they saying to them, what's the point of being in a relationship with you unless you're paying 100% of the bills? I could pay 100% by myself. Well, that's the simp game they're kicking for, a sponsorship simp. But they didn't tell you is that the dude that smacked them and put a baby in them, that dude was collecting SSI, first of the month payment. Look at their history. They're asking for virgin prices. None of them are traditional. Most of them are feminist, empowered women. They're asking for virgin prices out here in these streets for some old Xinyu leftover women. Crazy. Only suckers falling for that game. And old dudes like me, shit, I could be single for the rest of my life because I enjoy this damn freedom here. I don't have to deal with insufferable women. That is the joy of my day. I'm drinking my coffee this morning. I'm relaxing. I'm going to get a nice one. I can get women whenever I want them. Period. The best part of life is when you develop yourself where you can get women anytime you want them, but you can just say, no, I don't need to be, I don't want to hear that all day long in my, I don't want you to tell me I have to be places and do things, and I've done that. I've been married before. Trust me. Ain't no woman divorced me. I divorced that one. No one, then people think like, well, no, but a peaceful life speaks from a position of power. I don't deal with that bullshit. Because the reality is you got to get over that shit. Because nobody gives a rat's ass about you as a man. Period. You got to take your licks, roll in the dirt a little bit, get up, dust that shit off. Because nobody cares about your ass. You don't. That's why I tell these guys, you got to be unapologetically masculine. I don't care. Like a Bill Belichick, he grabbed himself a 26-year-old broad and dated her. All them hyenas yelling, the simps, these bitch-ass dudes yelling at, because they can't do it. So you can't worry about what these dudes think. They sitting around, what? What are you waiting? With revenge fantasy? You think these broads right here, these delusional broads, is going to say, oh, you know what? One day, oh, I see the error of my ways, and now you can have some of this old, used, blown out box what's been vigorously and viciously pounded out. Now you can have it. Do you even want that? You know how many dudes of like big dudes like me, I'm like 6'7", 6'8", have literally pounded her into like, bam! You know, guys like me went back in college, you know, the basketball team or whatever. Do you want that? You're crazy. You're absolutely insane. If you know the amount of pipe that's been laid to these women, you would just enjoy your peace in life. Maybe take a sample here or there, like I do. And I love to date them from across town. I don't date them, but I like them across town from me. I don't really want them in the house with me because I can't escape. You understand what I'm saying? And I like having 2 pillows on the bed. I have 2 nice cushion pillows on my couch. I have all the ESPN sports packages. I have all my sports memorabilia and my pictures up on the wall. I love it like that. Period. I'm old anyhow. I'm not starting no new legacy. I'm 51. What are you going to try and do? Reinvent the wheel? Whatever my body of work is that I've earned in my life, I'll pass on to my 2 boys, and they can live their best life and take care of the next generation. I ain't trying to hand that over to some broad by getting married at my age. Well, I know prenuptial. I ain't bringing the state into my life when I've escaped the plantation and I'm free. Be a cold day in hell before I invite the state back into my life. Madness. Who wants to go back on that plantation? Because most married men, I love you, brothers. There's a successful, masculine married brother. I'm not talking about you. Most married guys are married to these women that would not even touch them if they're 23 years old. It's just that they need the insurance policy, and they get all that. They have to perform to get sex, and you know, honey, I'll take you on a nice vacation this month. Just keep the peace. Just keep that box coming to me. You get that marital missionary. She she want to give you sex and not brush her teeth, or she stay around all day long. She don't want to do the best, and she like, you know, all kinds of weird shit that guys get from these women after they marry women that they're not. That are not really into them and not really digging them like that. They get treated like crap. They get the Rick Ross treatment, I call it. Yeah, you got money, but the woman is not aroused by you. She treats you like a disposable tampon. That's what the problem is. You don't arouse her. I guarantee you, she get out of that relationship with you or that marriage, them panties don't have no shape. That ass will be nice and showered up, worked out in the gym, in shape, and she'll drop them panties like that. Woo! And she'll be like, spread them legs like that for the next dude to jump in between there because she finds him arousing. So this high value shit is only a temporary thing in terms of you getting the outcome you want. You want to be really leveraging women like that, putting them under duress. Unless you're just doing a straight clean transaction. No, you want a woman that's really down for you, man, who likes you. Everything else can be rented if that's what you're into on a temporary basis. And make sure you toss it over your left shoulder to the next man in line and you keep it moving, not look behind you and try and turn some 304 into a steady girlfriend or wife. Now you playing a fool's game, messing with them 304s and pretending to try and say, well, you know what? If I just talk to her, I would. One, you cannot turn a hooker into a housewife. You cannot turn one of these ran to women into something stable long term, unless you that type of dude that was her sexual select preference to begin with, and she just absolutely adores you and bows down and serve the worships the ground you walk on. I know women gonna get controversial or whatever. She's dealing with one of those situations. Your best bet is to use whatever you got to use in terms of temporary basis to release that poison and keep it moving. Because all you're dealing with now is an overinflated, leftover dating and relationship market. It's overinflated. You look at some of these women. I mean, some of them don't even exercise no more. And they like that Ozempic shit now. They don't even want to go. They don't even want to lose weight the natural way. They like, take some. And some of them even don't even bother. Do talk about the community. Don't talk about matriarchal culture women. Man, you asking for abuse. Period. They don't even want to. They think that men should take anything. And you women that be kidnapping your sons because you can't keep and get a man, shame on you. Release those boys from their prison. It's called hostage taking, parental hostage taking. That's because you're insufferable and you can't get along with a man. You got them black boys all worried now. Oh, I can't leave because I'm afraid mama's gonna go under if I leave. And no. Mama is just playing mind manipulation game on you. She just don't want to go lose weight, don't want to change her attitude, and don't want to learn to do the things and live under the leadership of a good, strong man. There's a whole bunch of men especially in the black community. There's a whole bunch of good brothers and a whole bunch of men that are simps. And they will take any. So they have met plenty of men. They just don't want to listen to the men. And they want to use you as an insurance policy. Period. Because they don't want to listen. They're just rebellious. Hard-headed. Difficult. By choice. And they love this government empowerment and they think their jobs, well, they do listen to Master Charlie. White or black, it doesn't matter which type of women it is. They'll go to jail, they'll go to their job and go, oh, hi everybody, I'm here. And he's saying, you got to do this and this and this today. They'll be like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. But it's your ass they rebel against. So they know how to submit to a man, just not you, because it's a matriarchal culture. But they see their job as empowerment. So they're going to go over there and behave because they want to get that money so they don't have to listen to your ass. And that's why I talk about indifference on this channel. When they start, I'm a performance-based dude. When performance goes down, you get about a warning or two. See, women respond to our actions. Our actions is what women respond to. Not me. You give them about a warning or two and say, look, I ain't down with that. And then the next thing you're going to do is not say anything. You're going to behave with your actions. And your actions is replacement, period. Performance is what I'm about. That's my love language, is performance, period. My mentality is take care of those who take care of you, period. And if the performance goes down, I'm looking towards if I'm going to just say one thing, that's it. I ain't going to keep repeating myself. Then my thing is to part ways with your company. Because you only could control yourself. You can't control these women. Modern women, it's free society. But what they do understand is replacement. They understand replacement very well. That this dude hasn't had any smiles in a couple of days. He ain't smiling. What is he up to? That's the question they need to be asking. What is he up to? He ain't smiling. He ain't having no sex with you. Because you know, and that's another thing. You know, and I think one of the guys said it best, CGA. Anything you say out of your mouth is disqualified the moment you start having sex with these women who disrespecting you. So everything goes out the window. When that disrespect comes in there, the next thing in my brain is replacement. Because nobody's taking me from this earth early with this high cortisol and stress and walking around here with big belly because I'm stressed out. Salute to you, brothers, trying your best to keep it up, but you're not burning me out, man. You're crazy. You think anybody gonna give a damn about you when you're dead? These women will they'll go get in shape, lose some weight, and go get the next man. So why are you gonna let them take you from this earth early? We gotta make better decisions as men. Again, be your own best self-advocate. Nobody's gonna take care of you like you. That don't mean you don't look out for everybody else, but let happiness trickle down. Because when men put their happiness first, it improves the lives of everybody around them. They put their health first, they put their needs first. It takes care of everybody because we're just naturally generous, kind creatures. Women, when women put their happiness first, they just do more selfish shit. Like go run up your credit card over there at Macy's or something. They ain't gonna be trying to trickle that down to nobody but themselves, or maybe they go hang out with their girlfriends or something. Anyhow, guys, think about it. I'm about to go in the store this morning. Oh. But more content coming your way. But don't let nobody talk to you about this high value thing and have you out here living like Rick Ross, getting dissed by chicken heads. Hell no. I'm out.